everyone. I'm so excited for you to be on this call with me this evening. Each and every one of you that are on this leadership call are important because you have taken the time out of your busy day to join me on this call. Some of you might be thinking this call is going to be all about to give you leadership secret to being the best brand promoter with Le-Vel. I hope that this is giving you so much more and will help you with every aspect of your life. My name is Lynn Brown, and I am a brand promoter with Le-Vel. And, you know, it was on this journey that I started to discover a lot of things about myself. I started to discover a lot of things that were, you know, around the people that I was talking with, that I was dealing with. And, you know, it was a lot of self-discovery for myself. And I just want to share some of these things with you guys. Grab your pen and paper, and, you know, I hope that some of these insights are going to help you guys to, you know, be a better self, be a better image of yourself. And I am just going to jump right into it. Some of you, I call the call this evening activation energy. You might be thinking that I was going to talk about some Activate, and you're probably wondering if I had one before the call because I'm probably rambling on. But really, activation energy is something that I'm going to explain a little bit in depth later on the call. And it was a real game changer for me. That really was just something that when I read about activation energy and I learned tonight, was doing a lot of reading on it, it really spoke to me. So I'm really excited to share that with you guys. A really amazing friend and mentor of mine introduced me to some of these concepts and teachings. And, you know, I did my own research on them. And it was amazing to me that so many of these qualities and these things that spoke to me are things that are emulated in all of my, you know, mentors. I called the call. I don't have a boss. I don't have upline. I don't have a leader. What I have is I have a lot of different mentors that have helped me along my journey, and it is just absolutely amazing to be on this call with so many different people that they want the same things that I want. And if I can help with my insight, what I have learned on this journey, then I'm definitely going to do that. So grab your pen and paper, and I'm just going to start and let you know what has really kind of helped me. So number one, there's 10 of these. So just so you know, as we're going through, there's going to be 10 different points that have really, you know, hit home with me, kind of slapped me in the face and woke me up. So number one, be clear about where you are going and what you want. This is more important than anything I will talk about tonight. If you do not have clear, specific goals in life, then you are doomed to work for someone that does. And, you know, I don't want to be tied down to somebody else's dreams, and I don't want to be working for somebody else's dreams. And, you know, it was something that, you know, really kind of woke me up because growing up, it was always go to university, get a good job so that you can have a good, stable job. Well, I have a good, stable job. You know, now that I've seen the vision of Le-Vel and I see where Le-Vel has taken my family and I, it's just absolutely amazing that I could, you know, say one day, I don't need to have a 9-to-5 job and I can live the life that I deserve and do the things that I want to do when I want to do them. I just want to tell you guys, don't be afraid to dream big, because if you write down those dreams, those big dreams, they become goals at that point. Everyone starts at the same point. Everyone starts at zero. It does not matter who you are, how long you've been in this business. Everyone starts at the same point. Even if you are at zero right now, you can reach the next rank before the end of the month. And you might be thinking that's not possible, but I can tell you that it is. In the same number of days that are left in the month, there are people that have hit crazy bonuses. And every single person has that same opportunity, and it's so exciting to be part of a company that gives us that amazing opportunity. Just remember that it is possible. Everything that you dream, everything that you want is possible. And this company of Le-Vel is giving us those possibilities. We have two choices basically. We can stay where we are right now, or we can choose to win and do something different. And this was something that I really had to examine in myself, because when things weren't going the way that I wanted to and my goals weren't getting met, I really had to do some self-examination and look at myself and say, what have I not done that's going to be the game changer? That's going to, what do I need to do basically to win? You don't have to be perfect. You just have to do your very best every day, and say that you lived this day with love and joy in your heart, and that tomorrow you're going to do better. If you do that every day and you better yourself every day, bring that love and joy in your heart to help the people that around you, then you are just going to succeed. That is just a recipe of success. The very, very worst thing that you can do is very efficiently what need not be done at all. And when I say that, I want you guys to not get distracted by the noise of social media, the gossip of the people around you, and don't let this noise distract you from your dreams. So many people will do what is fun and easy instead of what is hard and necessary. And I am so guilty of that. It's fun to talk with other brand promoters on the line and chat with them about what they're doing and, how their day's going. That's fun. It's great to network. But if you're doing that instead of what is necessary, if you're doing that before your daily Power of Threes has been completed for the day, then you are doing what's fun and easy instead of what is, what hard and necessary. A great exercise that has helped me so much is to revisit my goals each morning and every evening, review them and analyze how I did today and make my list of things that I need to do tomorrow. And my great friend Kim, who has helped me on this amazing journey, she has told me, put the tasks that you don't want to do at the very top of your list. Do the hard things first, so then you can do the fun things. And I always say, for myself, it is faith, family, friends, my 9-to-5 job, and then Le-Vel. Some of you might think that is tipsy-turvy at times. I'm not going to tell you that it isn't, because it is. Sometimes my goals and what is important to me gets a little tipsy-turvy. But as you're going forward, if you do your hard things first, then you can do your fun things. For me, that's fun things with my children. Number 2, I know that was a big one, but that being clear and writing down your goals is so important. We talk about our vision goals, our vision boards. Get those to us, get those to your leaders, communicate with your leaders what your goals are so that we can help you get there. Number 2, be able to focus on the task at hand and do not get distracted. A very amazing quote kind of comes to mind, and great moments are born from great opportunities. I cannot think of a better opportunity than being a brand promoter with this amazing company, Le-Vel. Stay focused. Some people would rather get even than get ahead, and just don't give up on your goals and dreams. Stay focused on where you want to go. Be focused, be dependable for your team, and always finish the job at hand. And, I'm not going to say that I'm perfect at this. I am busy. And, I always tell my team, keep me on track, because if I miss something and you need it, let me know, because that is the last thing that I would want to do, is let you know that I'm going to do something and then not follow through. If you consistently are dependable for your team and you always finish the job for them, then you are just going to become a better leader. You're going to become a better person. They're going to be someone that wants to work with. They want to work with you at that point. And you might get down. There will be days, I can tell you there's lots of days, that you feel like you don't want to talk to anyone. You don't want to do what needs to be done, basically. All I can tell you is that if I think of Amber Manquist, and I think of Tony Stratham, and I think of these people that have brought on some amazing leaders. They're amazing leaders in their own right. But if Tony Stratham had given up that day and did not do what needed to be done for her business, and she did not reach out to Maria, where would everybody in this in this team B. We may not have been introduced to Le-Vel. Le-Vel may thrive and Le-Vel may not have came into my life. I do not want to even think of all the amazing lives that have been touched just because Tony did not give up that day. She kept reaching out to someone. The third point that I want to talk about with you guys tonight is be confident about what you are talking about. And, we always say you don't need to be an expert. You just need to know who to get in contact with to help you with that. I do want to say that you do need to know what you're talking about. You do need to do your homework. You do need to put in some time and some effort into your business. What you also need to do is you need to find someone who can help you on your upline. Find that person that you connect with. Paul always says, find the yin to your yang. That person that you can, connect with, that is going to give you the pep talk when you need it, going to talk you down off the ledge when you're on there. That person is so, so very important because they are the ones that are going to help you through this journey. You don't need to be the expert. You just need to find where you're going to get the information from. This comes right down to those three-way calls, the rally calls, everything that you need to do in order to be competent, because those are amazing training. Getting on our 3 corporate calls a week, that is going to make you competent in this business because you are going to hear how everyone explains their Thrive experience. You're going to hear how they explain the VIP 800 and 1600. Very, very important to be competent about what you're talking about. Have the ability to think through things through. This is number 4. And really for me, this is learning from my mistakes. That intuition that you have when you have somebody on the phone to, they just want to be a customer, but, you need to share the opportunity of what Le-Vel is bringing to the table. I have failed over and over and over at so many things, and I think that is why I succeed part of the time. We always say the person with the most no's wins in this business, and really that is so true, and it is so, the leaders at the top, they've just heard no more often, and that is exactly what you need to think of. When you hear a no, just go, oh, I'm one more no closer to my 200K. I'm one more no closer to my 4K. And if you keep that mentality throughout your business and throughout your experience as a brand promoter, you are going to be successful. Because think of it in a positive light. Go into this with love and lots of gratitude, and you are just going to be absolutely astounded at what you can accomplish in this business. Number 5 is be creative and think outside the box. I love this one because I do believe that everyone is a genius with this. Everyone has their strengths, everyone has their weaknesses, but together as a team, those weaknesses get forgotten about, and only the strengths prevail. If you follow what's inside of you, there is not one thing that is you're not going to fail, basically. If you are true to yourself and you go about your business, go about sharing your Thrive experience, that's true to you. And, when I think about this, I actually think of one brand promoter in particular. She just is out there sharing, and she's just doing her thing, and she doesn't care what anybody thinks about her. She's not going to say it exactly the same as Maria does. She's not going to say it exactly the same as Paul does. She's going to say it in her own way. And, people can kind of take it or leave it. And I just absolutely love that. Just follow what's inside of you. There is not one way to do anything, so try different things until you find what works for you. But the most important thing is just keep trying. I think our rally calls are something that, when they started those down on Sheila's team, it was, someone was being creative. And yes, it was kind of born out of necessity because they were just so busy that they created these rally calls. But you know what? Think outside the box, get creative, get out there, and just do it, basically, because no idea is a bad idea. Number 6, this is a really important one, and it's relationships. If you help enough people get what they want, you're just going to naturally attract all the things that you want. And I believe that it to be very true. I have always said that this business is a relationship business, and the relationships that we foster are so important. You cannot do this alone. It can't be done that way. You actually need to get an army moving in order for everyone to achieve their goals. If we emulate our leaders, then we become our leaders. And I think you need to look up to successful people in order and kind of emulate their best qualities. If you want to be them, then you need to act like them. You need to sound like them. You need to listen to them. You need to do absolutely everything that they're doing, but also put a little twist on it. I kind of pick and choose. When I hear something great from maybe Sheila, or I hear something great from Maria, Kim Collins, she has this amazing thing that just spoke to me. She says that Thrive is love, peace, and joy for her mind, body, and soul. That is just absolutely, for me, that's just absolutely amazing. That just spoke to me. So emulate the great leaders out there. Do what they're doing because they have, paid their dues. They've done what didn't work. So they're just an amazing tool for us to have. I also, the relationship thing, I think that, the relationships with our customers sometimes get forgotten. We're constantly in contact with our promoters. We're constantly making sure that everything is, that they're moving, that we know what their goals are, and we're trying to help them along with their business. Our customers are more important to me. How I look at it is that they're more important or as important as our brand promoters. A customer and a happy customer, if shown the right way, most of them are going to look at this opportunity and say, you know what, I'm sharing this anyway with my family and friends. Why don't I join you on this amazing journey? So just always remember, keep in contact, keep those relationships, foster those relationships of the people that you've brought into this Thrive experience. Number 7 is unfailing, consistent commitment. And, I have failed and I have succeeded in this one. And I'm okay to say, when there have been days and there have been times in my Le-Vel business where I have failed. And this would probably be the one that stands out the most. What brought you on this call tonight was commitment to your goals. And it tells me that you have made a commitment to work hard for what you want in life. Someone that is committed is honestly more valuable and more successful than someone that brings a lot of talent to the table. Talent can only take you halfway. I believe that. Your commitment is going to take you to the top, though. And commitment to your goals, commitment to doing what needs to be done on a daily basis. The sum of a lot of little things done on a daily basis are just going to explode into a humongous, amazing business with Le-Vel. So do those daily power threes, look at those calendar challenges, and be a master of your calendar because that is going to be where your consistency and your commitment come in. Number 8. So this one is kind of near and dear to my heart as well. And it is courage. Master your fears. And I think that this is also something that I absolutely love this one because I have seen so many people out there master their fears, and it just is absolutely amazing to watch people come out of their shell and just do things that they say they would never do before. Our rally calls are an absolutely great example of this because we have people that are getting on these calls when they told me they would never do that. So master your fears, do the things you fear, and the death of fear is inevitable. And I love that quote. Do the things you fear, and the death of fear is inevitable. I absolutely love that because, it just, that fear of something, once you do it, it's gone. And you walk with confidence. You're just a different person when you master your fears. Don't make it a habit to give up and give in to fear because when you make it a habit to give in, when you are going to make that phone call to that person and you don't do it, you're giving into that fear and it becomes a habit. And I don't want you guys to do that. If you are not afraid, then your goals are not big enough. That's another thing that fear has taught me. I have set my goals too low sometimes, and you have to go for it and dream big and don't let fear stand in your way. And I think of fear as, something that a lot of people, everyone has different fears. And that's why working as a team is so absolutely amazing. You don't have to do this by yourself. We are all here as a team to work together and achieve everyone's goals. And just be unstoppable. Absolutely be unstoppable, because there is nothing that you guys cannot achieve with, the love and support of this team, and with your goals in place, with your commitment, absolutely everything that we've talked about already. Just be absolutely unstoppable. And, number 9 is your confidence. And I just absolutely, I think that everything we kind of talked about is where you get your confidence from. So building those relationships, being consistent with your work ethic, being clear on your goals, having the ability to learn from what mistakes you may have made over this time. If you master your fears, then your confidence just is there for everyone to see. It's just absolutely amazing. To prove yourself is to better yourself. So everything that we've already talked about, your confidence, your fear, your commitment, your relationships, all of these are learned traits. And I think that absolutely every single one of these things can be improved upon in some places, and can be something that you can add to the team. Number 10, this is the one you've probably been waiting for. You're wondering what this activation theory is all about. Activation theory is the minimum amount of energy required to start. And all you have to do is start, because when you start, Newton tells us that an object in motion stays in motion. An object at rest stays at rest. If you are in motion, there is nothing that can stop you. There is nothing that is going to stand in your way. And I just am so excited to help you on this journey. Activation energy, I think of, a hill. And, getting all of the accumulation, the law of accumulation, all the daily things that we do, all the people we talk to, all the people we bring into our business. You might hear Paul or Jason or Maria, they might say you are one person away from, a life-changing experience in this business. And that law of accumulation, the more people that you put into your network, the more people that you bring into your Le-Vel.com network, that is the law of accumulation. Think of yourself going up that hill, and the more and more people that you bring in, you get closer and closer to the top of that hill. When you reach that peak and the momentum starts to take over, and you are rolling down the other side of that hill, and you are unstoppable at that point, there is nothing that can stand in your way, because you have your commitment, you have your goals, you have learned from your mistakes, you are thinking outside the box. Absolutely everything has come into line, and you are rolling down that hill with such momentum that you are unstoppable. And all of those mistakes, all of those failures that you have had don't matter anymore, because they are on the other side of the hill and we are in a new position. I am just absolutely so excited to be on this journey with you and get you over that hill, because together as a team, we all have goals. And if everyone reaches those goals, our team goals happen. And absolutely everyone is going to be living the life that they deserve. And I just cannot wait to watch you guys live the life that you deserve and be along with you on this amazing, amazing journey. I am going to bring on the line someone that we have talked a lot about failures. We have talked a lot about, should I do this? Should I do that? What has worked for you and what hasn't worked for you? And, it's absolutely amazing how someone that is in a whole different country, in somewhere that, I probably would have never met this person if it wasn't for my journey with Le-Vel. And, she talks about where she was beforehand and the lessons that she has learned with her journey with Le-Vel. So I'm going to bring on Tanya. And Tanya Gully is our upline down in Texas. And she is going to share with you just some absolutely amazing revelations that she has had on her journey with Le-Vel. So, Tanya, are you there?
Yes, I am. Can you hear me okay?
I sure can. Take it away, girl.
Okay, thanks. Hi, guys. Well, I was visiting with Lynn, and we were talking about what we were going to cover in this call. And I kind of made the decision just to kind of share where I was before I started my Le-Vel journey. I've always been self-employed and successfully self-employed, but I always made all my own decisions, and everything was pretty much on my shoulders. So when this opportunity came to me, I knew through the many struggles that I had building my previous businesses, we ranched, I raised a lot of horses, and, I told Maria Dillard, who is my immediate upline, she told me when I was introduced to the product, she said, Tanya, there's a great opportunity. That's the first thing I said is no, 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 no. Because I knew what I had been through for 20 years previous to owning my own businesses, which we serve the public, to dealing with the public. Ranching, you still deal with the public. And Maria continued through, it was just only the first 24 hours that she knew I had it in me, so continued to encourage me. And for the first 24 hours, I had about 3 calls from Maria. And, I had made the decision to take the leap of faith and just be on the product because I was looking for something to help me feel better and to get me back to living a life that I deserved. So after the 3rd call from Maria, I told her, I called her back and I said, you know what, I'm going to try this. And so my journey started December the 1st of 2013. Well, guys, I did not realize what I had in my hands as far as leadership, people I could reach up to, people on my sidelines. I didn't realize how much help they could be, how much that they wanted to lead you to help you to be successful, because in all of my journeys in the past, even with my success and my failures, because I did stump my toe on many things, I just flat, I wouldn't reach out and go to someone. So it took me, I will tell you, my business grew. I hit bonuses, I hit car bonuses, and I always thought that was just kind of a flaky thing that maybe happened. And Maria continually reached to me. She reached down to me and she said, Tanya, we need to do this. Tanya, we need to do that. Well, I'll be honest, you know what? I didn't do that. So I did have tons of struggles. I did have tons of frustrations. All of these calls, I did plug into some calls, but I was kind of like, well, gosh, the calls are just the same. Well, I didn't realize what was sitting out there as far as leadership, someone to take me, because I had the want to, and I had made the commitment, but I was always afraid to ask someone because I didn't want to be bothering them. I felt like that when the more I asked people for help, that that was I was asking them for something that I should be doing on my own. And I really want to say this. Guys, you have to step back and take a look. The steps that Lynn just went through and went over with you, I hope you really took some good notes, because there is some really great information in that. And it's not something that's going to happen overnight. I can tell you. I've been in this business for 16 months. I have recently, I will tell you, the last 4 months, it has truly become a habit. The things that I do, it's become a habit. So many times I was working against myself. And that was because that I wasn't seeing the real picture of the leadership that we had available, all the tools that we had. And, this doesn't just go with Le-Vel. This goes in daily life. You have to have those vision boards. I told a little guy the other day that I talked to that I've known for a long time. I said, do you have a vision board? And he goes, what's a vision board? Well, he's a manager of Sonic. And I said, if you don't have a vision board, where are you going to go? You don't know where you're going. You're flying by the seat of your pants. And in all honesty, God looked after me very, very good because I flew by the seat of my pants a lot. I mean, I would make crazy decisions, and some would pay off and some would not. And so, we have these tools. We have all these people who want to lead you. And, sometimes it's just that little message that someone sends you that gives you a leg up, and reaching down to your team. Reach down to them. Just ask them how they're doing. Sometimes when somebody's having a bad day and you just give them a little bit of encouragement or just maybe one little positive sentence, that will totally change everything for them. So pretty much, like I said, I just want to say that take each step, go through all those notes that Lynn shared with you, go through those steps and look at it, build your vision board, set your goals, and, just roll with it. Reach out to your upline. Guys, there's Lynn. She has a leader. Tammy's her leader. There's Christina. There's another girl in between. There's me. There's Maria. There's Tony. Then there's Paul and Jason. Well, you don't have to go to just that one person. We're all here as a team. So build those vision boards and start working through those steps, and just make it a habit. Make what you do every day a habit, and it will become simple. So, Len, I'm going to hand it back to you.
Awesome. Thank you so much, Tanya. And, I hope that you guys learn from our mistakes, basically. Our failures that we've had, we share our failures with you so that you can learn from our mistakes, that you can learn that those vision boards do work, that setting clear, specific goals do work. They are not giving out success, but you know what? You can earn it. You can go for it this last week of the month, and you can do whatever it takes to reach that next rank, whether that be the 4K rank, maybe it's your auto bonus, maybe it's a Cancun qualification. You could also give up, but you know what? If you give up in this last week, then you're giving up on your dreams, because you know what? If you don't reach out to someone this week, that might be the person that would be the game changer, the person that takes this and runs with it and does some amazing things and changes your whole business. They might be as passionate, more passionate. They might see the vision faster than you did. They might be goal-orientated, and they could definitely just change your life. I think of so many successful people out there that they don't give up on their goals. They work right to the last minute. If I told you in this next 5 days now, in the next 5 days that you were going to find the rock star that was going to change your life, you were going to reach out to that one person, would you give up? You wouldn't. And I don't know that you're going to find that rock star in the next 5 days, but I can tell you that you're not going to find it if you sit back in your chair and put your feet up and go, oh, well, I'm going to try next month. Because the work that you do these last 5 days are going to be the work that's going to propel you into April. They're going to propel you into June. They're going to propel you all the way to the end of the year, because the daily things that we do are the things that are going to show up on our paychecks on Tuesday. And, I don't want to make this all about the business. This is about you guys reaching your goals and reaching something that is absolutely a life-changing opportunity. I've seen so many people, their life has just absolutely changed because they said yes. They trusted someone and they came into this business. And, I just want you guys to know that I talk about this with all sincerity in my heart, with love and joy, and I know that you guys are absolutely just killing it this month. And I'm just so very, very proud of everyone reaching their goals. You know, there's not one successful person out there that did not have barriers in their way, obstacles to overcome, naysayers, or, you know, maybe family that didn't even support them at the beginning, but they didn't give up. And they found ways to overcome and learn from them. That is what has made them successful. So I just want you guys to honestly live in your future, see yourself in this future self, and live the life that you guys deserve. Imagine yourself being successful. You cannot hit a target you cannot see. So you have to have a clear mental picture of what your future self looks like. What clothes would you be wearing? What car would you be driving? What kind of house would you be living in? What kind of friends do you have? And who will be there with you, and whose lives are going to be impacted by you saying yes to this opportunity, taking the bull by the horns, as we would say, and just grabbing hold of it and running with it. We are here to help you every step of the way, and I just want you guys to just go out there and have an amazing time. Have fun with this. It's not worth it if it's not fun. You guys, if you know me, you know that I love to have fun in everything that I do. So let's have an amazing, amazing end of the month and into April when we have lots of announcements coming out. I'm just so excited. And if you guys heard Jason Almaria's call yesterday, he alluded to another announcement that is going to be taking place. They don't want to talk about it because they don't want to basically dilute the excitement around SGT and CCT, but absolutely crazy things that this company is doing for us. So share the passion of Le-Vel with absolutely everyone that you come in contact with, and go out there and have an amazing, amazing end of March. This call is officially over. I will chat with you on the next one.